Hello guys and gals, thank you so much for clicking on this video and checking out my channel Film Buzz. And if you're new, welcome. And in today's video, I went ahead and checked out the latest and long-awaited entry to Tim Burton's original 1988 movie Beetlejuice, with the sequel now being titled Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, and it being a continuation of the original movie, with us still following Lady Edith in the aftermath and events that occurred in the original movie, while also introducing us to new characters along the way. But now, without further ado, and that little intro into the movie out of the way, let's scan to my initial impressions, thoughts, and spoiler-free review of
Oh God, this is gonna be so good! Let's
So I'm gonna say this straight off the bat. I'm not a big fan of the original Beetlejuice movie, with it being a product of its time that still holds up today, and it really not connecting with me the first time around, because I was a little late to the Beetlejuice hype train, and with it connecting new audiences and moviegoers to Tim Burton's dark and whimsical art style of movies he is known for, like Edward Scissorhands and Corpse Bride, and of course, his most iconic piece of work he is known for, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and with the original Beetlejuice still being a movie that resonates with a lot of people and still holds up in today's modern era of movies, which just goes to show how much of an incredible director and visionary Tim Burton is. But not only that, one would be remiss not to consider one of his recent massive outbreak successes, like the Wednesday show for Netflix, that not only reignited the faith in people that they had for Tim Burton, but it also made Jenna Ortega an overnight sensation, and who also has a role in Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, and plays Astrid Dietz, the daughter of Winona Ryder's character, Lydia Dietz, and makes for a fun duo to watch alongside a new cast of characters in the movie, and returning ones as well. But now moving on to some of my positives about Beetlejuice Beetlejuice and what I liked about it. The set designs and costumes are way out of this world, literally, and all while still being able to capture the same fun and charismatic aesthetic of the original movie, with Tim Burton's signature style being sprinkled in there, with especially the costume department. I'm not gonna lie, might be Oscar-worthy material, because the costumes and set designs are a visual delight to see every time they appear, especially the undead underworld side of the movie. But that's not without also mentioning that, bro, who Danny Elfman cook with that opening intro, like seriously. But I had no reason to pour his heart and soul into that establishing opening shot. It's really similar to John Williams and his soundtrack to the original and prequel Star Wars trilogies, where nothing interesting seems to be happening, and then there's the fucking soundtrack, just going all out for no reason. But anyway, I don't know how Beetlejuice and Star Wars intertwine with one another, but another key highlight of the movie is its cast. Winona Ryder says Lydia Dietz, alongside her returning castmates, Catherine O'Hara as her mother, Julia Dietz, and of course, we can't forget the ghost with the most, Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice, with him being able to easily slip back onto the role of Beetlejuice like he never even left and skipped a beat, and once again getting the performance of a lifetime as the ghost with the most, and being one of the standouts for the movie with his quirky charismatics as Beetlejuice. And that's all without also mentioning Catherine O'Hara's performance as Delia Dietz, who once again delivers a funny and quirky performance similar to Michael Keaton, and being a delight to see every time she appears on screen. Just like Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice, and really just stealing the show in every scene as Lydia Dietz's mother. But now moving on to some of my negatives of the movie, because there's not much to say about the sequel, since at the end of the day, it's a pretty darn good one, but not good enough to surpass the original one. But there is quite a few things I want to point out and address, since this is indeed not quite the perfect anticipated sequel everyone's been anticipating. The story this time around is kind of and it feels forced to the point where the main villain slash main threat of the story, that's supposed to set the movie's events into gear, and the reason the movie is even happening at all feels like an afterthought by the time the characters resolve the problem at the end of the movie and the credits are rolling in already. Another pet peeve of mine from the movie, that might just be a me problem that I had with the story, is Winona Ryder's character of Lydia just seems like an afterthought of a character wasted and only there to drive the plot forward while also connecting the dots with the new cast of characters with the older returning ones, which might not be a deal breaker for you, the viewers, going into watching this movie, but that's just a pet peeve of mine I had while watching the movie. But now, in conclusion, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice is a funny, dark, and charismatic movie all in all throughout its runtime. And if I were to rate it out of a scale of 1 to 10, I'd rate it a 7.5 out of 10 for all while also being able to keep the same fun aesthetic as the original 1988 movie. And that's also without saying that the cast, new and returning, also did a phenomenal job as their roles, with Michael Keaton and Catherine O'Hara being the main standouts of the movie, and especially with Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice, who was easily able to slip back into his character of the original 1988 movie like he never left. Also, let Danny Elfman cook not only with the soundtrack, but especially the opening scene. But then again, guys and gals, at the end of the day, this is my opinion and what I thought about Tim Burton's latest movie, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, and would love to hear your opinions and discussions in the comment section down below. And if you like this video and would like to see more content like this, I would really appreciate you viewers clicking that like and subscribe button down below, and even maybe considering turning on bell notifications to get notified when my latest video gets released. But as always, guys and gals, take care.